Tonight, transgender troops and recruits are facing an uncertain future. Recent executive orders signed by President Trump now limit their ability to enlist, and some are worried a full ban could follow. Those orders are being challenged in court. Some transgender military members feel it is reminiscent of Trump's first term, when the Pentagon blocked transgender troops from serving in the military openly. Now, those service members are hoping for a different outcome. Your reporter Sarah Horbakowitz shares the story of one infantry officer fighting for the chance to serve her country.
Major Corcoran calls Colorado home and has spent her life serving our country.
I'm an American. I love my country. I love being able to do my job.
A job as an Army infantry officer that's led her through 2 tours in Afghanistan and countless other advanced training programs. A job that now may be at risk.
Are you worried that your service may come to an end?
Yes. The thing is, the only thing that makes me special and why I'm talking to you here today is because I'm trans.
Last week, the Army banned transgender people from enlisting and stopped providing gender-affirming care, all following orders from President Trump last month.
To ensure that we have the most lethal fighting force in the world, we will get transgender ideology the hell out of our military. It's going to be gone.
The president's January executive orders not only rolling back Biden-era protections for transgender service members, but alleging they, quote, cannot satisfy the rigorous standards necessary for military service. But Corcoran says transitioning during her time in the Army actually allowed her to have a stronger focus.
Our country expects us, the taxpayers expect us, to be the strongest fighting force that we can be. And transitioning allows us to do exactly that.
The restrictions come as Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth stood by the president's orders last month.
Lawful orders of the President of the United States will be executed inside this Defense Department swiftly and without excuse.
Still, Major Corcoran says when it comes to soldiers on the ground, her gender's not an issue.
I have support from my chain of command. I have support from my peers. And they stand by me, and they believe that I should continue to serve.
All while she provides support for other transgender service members through an uncertain future.
It's a risk for me to be talking to you with some of the ways that the executive orders are written, but it's not about me. It's sticking up for young service members who cannot talk. If you're talking about never leave a fallen comrade behind, I'm not going to leave a single transgender service member behind. We're going to continue to fight for them.
Reporting in Denver, Sarah Horbakowitz, covering Colorado First.
Colorado Attorney General Phil Weiser has joined a lawsuit challenging a separate executive order that looks to restrict access to gender-affirming care for people under the age of 19. It also seeks to end federal funding for institutions that provide gender-affirming care. A judge temporarily blocked that order earlier this month. In a statement, Weiser says, in part, if the executive order is allowed to stand, it will result in irreversible physical and mental health harms for transgender youth. He went on to say that parents know what is best for their children and should have the option to seek the best care. Minnesota, Oregon, and Washington are also part of the lawsuit.